Hello, you guys. Welcome to Kingdom Living Way, where love resides and God is on the move. My God is so awesome. I want to come on here quickly to give you a word from the Lord. I heard the Spirit of the Lord say, unbothered. 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 In Proverbs chapter 19 and 23 tells us that those who respect the Lord will live and be satisfied, unbothered by trouble. Unbothered by trouble. See, unbothered means to show or feeling a lack of concern about something or interest in something. Okay, so there's a lack of concern. People say that don't bother me. That don't bother me. I'm unbothered by that. An unbothered person, not experiencing any discomfort. That's what goes on when a person is unbothered. They're not experiencing any discomfort, physically, emotionally, or in another way, any other way. Okay. When you're unbothered, there's a sense of peace, all right? It helps you face challenges and with courage. You face the challenges with courage. Have you noticed that some people, they have mastered that area as far as because, when something going on, they just like, they're not bothered, okay? They're not bothered. Everybody else in chaos and they all kind of ways are, oh my gosh, hysterical. And they just sitting there like they unbothered, okay? Because they are unbothered. And you'll be like, well, they don't really care. It's not that they don't care. They don't master that area to know not to let things bother them, all right? See, one thing I know that you might as well just chill because you cannot accept some things. You cannot change things, so you might well accept the way things are. Now, some things that we can pray about, God will lead us to pray for things, but there's some things it's out of our hands, all right? And one other thing I want to say too, you cannot control people. You cannot control people. And once you realize that you cannot control people, it will help you to accept them more often than normally, right? Because you know that they are doing what they want to do. We have to understand that many people are doing what they want to do and we can't control them. All right. See, once you realize, you let that control issue down, you'll feel much better. All right. We can't make people change their minds a lot of time. Some people have a tendency of saying, let my no be my no. When they say, let my no be my no, then they saying I'm done. I done made my decision. Okay. You have to accept my answer. Don't try to beg and plead to get them to change their mind. Some people are good beggars. They'll beg you all day long. But we have to continue. If we're not there yet, God wants us to be unbothered. Don't let things bother us. Not that you don't care, but he wants us to have that unbothered mentality, all right? You'll feel much better. You will feel much better. And when you're bothered, it begins to weigh on you. And that's where worrying come in. See, when you're unbothered, also I can see the trust of God in that. You trust in God and you're not allowing it to bother you like it normally would. So there's some trust in God within the situation because you're not bothered by it. Okay. If they want to talk, let them talk. If they want to walk, let them walk. Oh my God, because God has given us free will, you guys. Some people try to hold people against their will. Whether you want them there or not, you want them to stay. Don't try to hold people. because you're going to make it even worse. So you're fighting, and then they there and don't want to be there. You got to deal with that. And sometimes when you're holding people against their will, oftentimes you hurt yourself. Think about it. You hurt yourself even more. Think about it when somebody trying to get away from somebody, and they running after them or however, trying to catch them and hold them. They're beating themselves up trying to catch this person or trying to get to this person. You fighting to keep them there, and they fighting to get away from them. Then somebody done got hurt. So God has given us free will. When people want to walk, let them walk. My God. You'll find out later you're doing yourself a favor. If they want to walk, let them walk. Okay, so God is saying unbothered. He said unbothered. Okay, so also unbothered also describes one as having some emotional stability. Okay, a sense of inner peace that is unshakable. You remember I told you about my grandma said she had patience like Job. She said, see, things will go on and she just sat there like this. Everybody else saying something, she just be. See, God wants us to be like that, you guys. God is saying unbothered. Say, those who respect the Lord will live and be satisfied. They will not only be satisfied, but they will be unbothered by trouble. I don't know about you guys, but I want to be in that position. I want to be in that place. That's what God wants us to be. So we can work on it, you guys. And it's in the scriptures in Proverbs 19:23. We can work on that, you guys. And I know as we get, used to hear older people say, when they get older, they say, I got too old for this, they say, I got too old for this stuff like this, See, and sometimes you got to get, it's like you've been forced to worry or not worry. Worry or not worry. Peace or no peace. That's it. Peace or no peace. And see, God is saying, cast our cares upon him because he cares for us. He don't want us to worry, you guys. He wants us to trust him. See, when you trust him, the more you trust him, the more you trust him, the more you don't worry about things. Don't let stuff bother you because you trust God. You trust in him more. You saying he got this. Some pop up or pop off. You like, wait a minute. I ain't gonna stress about this. God already knew it was gonna happen before I even knew. So he got this. And I trust you to handle this. Woo. See, you got to have that attitude, you guys. He knew about this before you knew about it. He knew it was gonna happen. So you got to trust him and know that it's in his hand and leave it in his hand and let him continue to do what he's going to do with the situation. You just say a prayer and rest and watch how he going to work it out. Watch how he going to do it this time. I know there's a situation someone had told me about, something they were believing God for. And it's going to take a miracle, all right? And when you believing for God for something, it can be a miracle in your finance, miracle in your health, miracle in your relationship, your marriage. But whatever it is, it's going to take a miracle. And I told this individual, and I prayed for him. I said, I'm excited. I'm excited because I want to see how God bring this to pass. Because it's something big that they cannot do on their own. And I'm excited about how God going to bring it to pass. I really am, because it's something huge. All right? So it's something major. It's something they couldn't get on their own, all right? And it had to be God pushing them and God blessing them. And I call it, it's going to be a supernatural miracle. It's going to be a miracle from God, all right? I'm just going to put it like that. So It's nothing wrong with challenging God. Say, God, I'm going to see how you're going to work this out. I know it's going to take a miracle, God, and I know you can do it, and I'm trusting in you to do this for me. But see, what have you trusting God for that's going to take a miracle? A lot of things that you need. Some people want to start a business, and they need a particular amount of money. You know, they might tell you it's going to be $1 million or $500,000. And God done put this in your spirit, and you feel it. And God done gave you a word on it. You say, well, God, I'm excited about this. And I know it's coming to pass. I want to see how you going to work this miracle. See how God is, you guys. I'm telling you. He want us to challenge him. He want us to come to him and say, do what you do, Father. Do it. I know you can do it. He want us to prop him up. He don't need us to prop him up, but he want us to prop it up. You know, our faith, in other words. Instead of saying prop it up for some, he want us to stretch out on faith and believe that it can be done. My God, my God, my God. All right, so back to what I was saying about unbothered. God want us to not to be bothered, you guys. He want us to have that unbothered mentality. Not that you don't care about people, but you can't just let stuff get you and take you all out of character, all out of place, you guys. He don't want us all stressed and can't do what we need to do. I'm telling you, you got to be unbothered. You got to be unbothered by people, you guys. People are doing what they want to do. You can't let people get to you. People say things about you and they not doing it themselves. They'll make comments on my YouTube channel. They don't even have a channel. People going to be people. They are going to be people. Don't let people bother you. Don't argue with your critics. Just whatever they say, just let it go over your head. Hit delete, remove, or just keep swiping. Don't let people bother you, because everybody got something to say. But ain't nobody doing nothing. All right? Some people, not everybody. It's just a figure of speech. Don't let people bother you, guys. That's what I'm saying. You gotta have some tough skin. I'm telling you, I'm put it like that. You gotta have some tough skin. All right? We all gotta toughen up a little more. I'm not saying you're not tough, but you got to have to. If you're worried about people, what they say, or what they think about you, you'll never get nowhere. You would never get nowhere. And I guarantee you, when you stop worrying about what people say and what they think about you, you'll feel so much better. You begin to walk in a new level of awareness in your life without worrying about people, because you're focused on where you're going and not what's behind you. Whew. All right. Okay, you guys. But God is saying, unbothered. Don't be bothered with a lot of things. We need to be unbothered. And unbothered will being unbothered bothered will bring satisfaction in our life. We will live and be satisfied. All right. Those who respect the Lord. Key. Respect the Lord. Those who respect the Lord will live and be satisfied, unbothered by trouble. My God, my God. Because see, you're resting in him and you trust him. You respect him and you trust in him. You respect him and you trust him. All right. That's all I have, you guys. I love you with the love of Jesus. Take care. And don't forget to hit the like, the share, and the subscribe button. Let us know where you're coming from to the new subscribers. Blessings.